Hi everyone. So let's start. Let's open a terminal. Now, whenever you are on a Windows machine, you will see a terminal like this or a PowerShell. Now, since we are installing Docker, so Docker works well when we are working on, uh, you know, Ubuntu. So to install that Ubuntu on our Windows system, we should do we should install WSL. Now you can see the command that is used for installing WSL on our local machine. Now, on entering this, WSL will get installed on your local machine. Since I have already installed this, I will skip this step. It shows downloading Ubuntu on your system. It will take some time. Meanwhile, we can download Docker. Now you can visit Docker desktop website. Then you will see an option here, a button here to download Docker Desktop. There will be multiple options according to your system. So you can choose whatever your system supports well. Let's say if you are on a Windows machine, you can choose this. Or if you are on a Mac machine, you can choose any one of this. It will take some time. Now, after installing Ubuntu and after installing the Docker, you need to set up you need to unpack the Docker installer, and you need to start Docker containers after adding the bin path to your environment variables. Once the Docker is initialized, you need to restart your system so that all the changes are applied onto the system. Now you can see that it shows me an error code that it already exists. Now since I have already installed WSL on my system, it will show this error. If you haven't installed this on your system, the installation will proceed further and WSL will be installed on the system. Moving ahead, after unpacking your Docker installer and setting up your environment variables, restart your system and you can use commands like docker ps. Now it will show you a kind of table with a different column names like container ID, image, command, created status, ports, names. Now let me start my Docker desktop GUI. This will take some time on the first hand. Now it will show a list of containers that you have run uh, recently or maybe before. So let's say I have already built a container back then. So let me rerun it. Now the container is running. Let us check if it shows. Let's first check the images that are present. Now these are some images that are present in my Docker container. Let's see about, now see, we have, since I started this container consisted of two images, that is VC frontend and VC backend. Now when we start this container, although all these two services starts, and we can see the localhost uh, preview on our machine. Now this also shows the ports on which these have been deployed. Moving forward, now to check, let's say you have downloaded your Docker and installed successfully. Now, what if you have to check it has been installed successfully or not? Now to check that, you can use this command docker dash version. If it shows a version to you, this means that Docker is completely and successfully installed on your system. Now let us check a new thing, like if you have to run a particular container that doesn't exist on your machine. For an example, there is a test container that can be used to test as if the containers are being installed correctly on a system or not from Docker Hub. Docker run hello world. Now since I have or already have hello world container in my machine, it says hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be working correctly. Now, since you might not have this container on your local machine, it will first download it from Docker Hub, and then it will display this. Now, since I am mentioning Docker Hub so many times, Docker Hub is a place or a website where all these containers have been listed. Let's say you have to use TensorFlow and contribute into that repository. You can straight away write docker run TensorFlow minus p 8000 8000. Now this command will download TensorFlow from Docker Hub website and run it on a port number 8000. I'm not running it because my containers are already running, so it will affect the video quality. And let's do let's check out Docker Hub. Firstly, you need to make a profile of yours on Docker Hub. It is like a GitHub where you can push your Docker images that you have built on your local machine, and these images can be private or public. And using a particular commands, your friends can access your code base and preview what you have built. Let's say we click on explore and see what all things are present in this. You can see machine learning models, TensorFlow, official Docker images for machine learning framework. Let's say we are exploring TensorFlow. So if you want to use TensorFlow on your machine, you just need to copy this command and run on your WSL Ubuntu terminal. It will download the TensorFlow virtual environment and you can work on that. Moving forward, let's see some other things. For an example, you need to use MongoDB. Now here also, now here is present another command that you can use on your WSL Ubuntu terminal. Now this will download an instance for MongoDB, which you can use in your apps or websites as a database. Now